We missed you, Mr. and Mrs. Sweeney, for the last couple of times. We didn't see you, so thank you for joining us.
Amen.
And thank you everyone for joining us. No matter how many times I come and speak, I always get nervous. I'm an introvert, so you can see. But anyway, the word of the Lord is before us. So this year, 2020, I want to speak on 3 R's: rebellion, resolution, and restitution. With that, I'm going to read the scripture, Numbers chapter 20, verses 6 through 13. That's Numbers chapter 20, verses 6 through 13. And this is a very familiar passage that you all know. And Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they fell upon their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto them. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take the rod, and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rod before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water. And thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock, so thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believed me not. I'm sorry, I think I skipped, didn't I? Okay, yeah, sorry. And Moses took the rod from before the Lord as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, and he said unto them, Hear now, you rebels. Keep that word in mind. Hear now, you rebels. Must we fetch you water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice. And the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, Because you believed me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore you shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. This is the water of Meribah, because the children of Israel strove with the Lord, and he was sanctified in them. Now, I have a question for you. What was your, sorry, I scratched those 2 years out because we tend to make resolutions and never keep them. So what was your 2019 or 2020 New Year resolution? We all have New Year resolutions, right? Or did you just get tired of making those resolutions because you're not keeping them? Right?
What else do you keep them?
We'll get to that, right? So these are common New Year resolutions. I know I make resolutions on that very first day, and the second day I'm back to my old self again. But these are some common resolutions, right? Read the Bible 20 minutes or more a day, go to church every Sunday, pray at least 15 minutes, 5 minutes a day more, forgive past grudges. We hold on to grudges, so we tend to forgive them, or at least that's our New Year resolutions. But going back to the scripture that we read, and I want to talk about 3 R's: rebellion, resolution, and restitution. Everybody knows what rebellion is, right? What is rebellion? A rebellion means an act of violent or open resistance to an established government or ruler. That's what rebellion is. આપણે ગુજરાતમાં કે બળવો, હુલ્લડ, વિદ્રોહ, બંધ, દંગો, I don't even know the last one, Utawani, I don't know what that means, but that's straight from the dictionary. When we are subjected to an authority, and we don't like the authority, we rebel against it. Right? Here are examples of rebellion. You know, I want to go back here. Did you see that apple? When I was looking for a picture or meme, and I saw this, I'm like, that apple, that fruit with snake mouth just makes so much sense. I mean, that just tells everything, the whole story, doesn't it? Yeah. I kind of like that, so I'm like, okay, you know what, let me just take that. So the word rebellion is transgression against God, an opposition to any person. It is bitter, it is angry, stubborn, it disputes, defies God's will, disobeys, corrupts, motivated by pride. Rebellion, my friend, is very dangerous. Rebellion against God is forbidden. Scripture says in Numbers 14:9 and Joshua 27:19, just a few examples. Rebellion not against the Lord. Rebellion provokes God. When we provoke God, bad things happen. Right? Why do we rebel? Why do we rebel against God? Something to think about, right? Why do you rebel against God? It's a choice. We make that choice. See, in Exodus chapter 23, verses 20 and 21, it says, "Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into place which I have prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not,